Hello, everyone. My name is Artemis Black, and we're going to have a look at the teams and the first round matches for the 2026 Home Nations, the third Home Nations Tabletop Championship. Um, we have Team Wales, the Barbarians, Team Ireland, Team England, Team Italy, and Team Scotland. You can see the first round matchup draw right there. That's why I went in that order. These are the full and proper international tabletop squads. I don't know if anyone important is missing. I don't think so. We'll have a look. Obviously, the Barbarians are not a normal squad. Barbarians are pulled in to make it an even 6 teams, so we can have this round robin competition put together pretty last minute, I would say, but that's fine. Like, there's lots of players. Uh, Captain Purple Chest pulled together a team of 8 players to challenge the other more regular international teams. I haven't seen any of these teams. We're going to have a look at the actual teams and have a little bit of a judge on what the teams look like. I will say that because this is third edition rules, I'm gonna have to bloody remember stuff again. Like I was playing on Fumble, and then back and forth. We've had this really long delay with Blood Bowl 3 switching to third season rules. It's very annoying to constantly bounce back and forth between two rule sets. So if I say anything wrong, because I'm forgetting something about third season, chat will remind me. I'm sure they love to do that. So first rounds up. I mean, just look for a start. Just based on what I know about the teams already, the actual players, not the teams, the coaches. Um, Team Scotland versus Team Italy. Italy should be the favourites there. Team England versus Team Ireland. If Team England lose, they should just go home. And Team Wales versus Barbarians is the only actual reasonable match there. I would favour the Barbarians because I know the team makeup, but it'll be close. I don't think it'll be like 8-0 or anything. It's probably the closest of those 3 matchups. And it might actually decide the placings because just based on players involved, Ireland and Scotland are going to be fighting for bottom. And then Italy and Wales are probably fighting for third and fourth, and Barbarians and England are probably fighting for first and second. But Italy and Wales could do an upset. If Ireland or Scotland do an upset, that's more of like, everyone should write it in their journals kind of upset. Whereas if Wales upset the Barbarians, or if Italy upset the Barbarians, or if either Wales or Italy upset England, it's like, oh, that was surprising, but not like, holy shit, what happened there? So let's have a look at the actual teams. I can press this, actually. This is interesting, isn't it? I can press team, and we switch to the actual matchups. Now, bear in mind, I'm first just going to go on the coaches, just the coaches. I know most of these coaches, not all of them, to be fair, but most of them. And someone's going to have to tell me who some of these people are. I think James Haywood is Jaywood, right? So that one's easy. But first up, Richard Powell is Rick Reckless. Rick versus Candlejack. Candlejack is significantly better. Um, So you should think Candlejack will take that. We'll have a look to see if we revise that based on them making any kind of stupid team. But Necro into Elves is not always great. Necro never come with tackle. Elves come with a lot of dodge and speed. So, not terrible if that's a draw, or even like, Rick likes to roll his high dice if they succeed. What can you do against it? Next up, we have Eliod versus Joseph. Eliod is the better player, no doubt there. Orcs into Necro. Claw can do something, but equally Mighty Blow can do something back. There's bound to be some Mighty Blow on the Orcs. So, team's reasonable. One of the issues is Eliod does not have a lot of tabletop experience, but just coaches-wise, Eliod should win that. Loki and Dementor, I would say Dementor is the better coach, but Amazons into Norse is not the best result for an Amazon team, is it? If you're looking for a team, Amazons to not draw, it's dwarves. Still, even without the like thing, it's all block is the point, right? So even current dwarves with no tackle everywhere are still shit for Amazons. Old World Alliance and Undead now bring it, but no one's playing those apparently, because of the bad poverty bowl stuck on things like Old World Alliance. So Norse is possibly one of the worst matchups that the Amazons could have got, but coach-wise, Dementor takes that. Sick as Eggs versus G. Coleman. I would give the edge to G. Coleman, but it's not amazing edge. And Humans into High Elves is a decent matchup for Sick as Eggs that could equalize that slight coach offset. So that's an interesting match. Jaywood into Chiagant. Yeah, I'll have a look. Yeah, I'll have a look at the actual teams shortly. Jaywood into Chiagant. Chiagant is possibly the third best coach. I mean, no, I would say Chiagant is the third best coach on the Barbarians. Like vying for like top two as well. Like he's excellent. Um, no offense to Jaywood, but that puts Chiagant as the favored significantly as a coach. But Dark Elves into Pro Elves, one can take damage, the other is unlikely to. And then we've got the Rake versus Orkster. Coach wise, I don't think that matters. Lizards into Chorfs. Interesting matchup. I think Lizards have the edge there over the Chorfs, but not a great deal. That's another interesting matchup. Then, how has this happened? This is random, right? There's no top table or first table or anything. Somehow we've got Davo into PC. Was something happen? Was something like twisted? Yeah, did we like roll it a few times until we got a good matchup? Davo into PC is pretty interesting. Uh, Dark Elves into Norse, not a crazy matchup either way. Davo is like quietly. Davo really likes Norse, doesn't he? On tabletop in these rules, they normally get low tiered or lower tiered. Davo actually really likes playing Norse on tabletop. And of course, PC loves playing Dark Elves. So this, I would watch this match in real life. Yeah, he's never lost in Norse. But I mean, I don't think it's anything to do with Norse, right? That's just the fact that of the 5 good people he's ever played, none of them were on Norse. He hasn't lost in 39 games on tabletop. Yes, it's a good record. Let's not pretend it isn't, but you know, it's also tabletop. And then last up, we have Loinster versus Scouseboy. Again, just 2 of the other players in the squads, the lower half of each team. High Elves into Nurgle. That is more of an interesting matchup to me, right? I actually would, as much as I want to see PC versus Davor, just because it's PC and Davor, which I would love to watch. I also am interested in seeing 3rd edition High Elves into Nurgle, because everyone really likes High Elves, right? They're brand new, they're the new kids on the block. But Nurgle, like, just came out of the bag incredibly well. I want to see if Nurgle can handle a fast team just by virtue of getting in the way. So let's have a look at the teams. Does anything change about the teams? I don't know. We got to click this. I don't know how this works. There we go. We click this and then we click this. So this is the Rick's Pro Elf team. We have dodge on both blitzers. We've used the stack on both catchers, but one's blodge and one's rodge. Then we got a leader thrower and 2 wrestle linos. That gives you 12 men, 2 rerolls with leader, and an Apo. I don't really like the stat. Firstly, there's nothing wrong with this team. This team is fine. Like, I wouldn't ever laugh at this team. It's not quite the team I would pick. I don't like the lack of agency. Wrestle strip on a catcher gives you more agency. Dodge Frenzy on a blitzer gives you more agency. Even Dodge Diving Tackle probably gives you more than this. It's not what I would choose, but other players do choose it. And that also gives you some agency. I don't really like the lack of agency on this. And I think that's going to be a problem because he's playing Candlejack. Candlejack has cheekily dropped in a tackle instead of the fourth guard. Oh, that will be very happy that he's done that, won't he? And he's then managed to get Pro Elves straight off the bat. And then we've got a block and wrestle wolf, and then a block and wrestle ghoul. The ghouls are fine. Oh, does it? Does it? But he's got 5 elite skills. Was there some kind of rule he couldn't have 4 guard? Someone tell me the rule before I move on to the other teams. What was the weird rule about these elites? Oh, it was because they charged 10 extra for them. So you have a certain amount of... Oh, okay, right, with you. So because they were 30k each, he would have had to drop one of the blocks. Okay. It's probably also therefore why he doesn't have a Blodge Wolf with the 1 wolf build, right? Probably didn't work out with the points systems. So, okay. Yeah, I don't mind that. Could have gone Mighty Blow. I wouldn't have minded that either. Oh, wait, no, Mighty Blow would have been 30. Take it back. So, yeah, I guess this is totally fine then. And it's worked out pretty well for him. Because he's got an elf team. It's always nice, isn't it? When you like, oh, I have to take a tackle, and then you get an elf team straight away. Yeah, so nothing in that like changes the fact that I would expect that to be a win for Candlejack. This doesn't mean that like any of these results will, be obvious. It's one game, anything can happen. Like the most one-sided matchup could still be won by the dog, right? So Joseph's Necro team, is it going to look the same? It is going to look... Oh, well, no, he's gone for 2 Wrestle Ghouls and 2 Block Wolves. Uh, I think I prefer Candlejacks because obviously you don't want the ball on Wrestle, right? And it's going to be. So I think I prefer Candlejacks. It's too easy to get one diced if you've got the ball on Wrestle. Yeah, and obviously having a Wrestle Wolf sometimes works out. Orcs getting a lot less skills. A lot less skills. That's crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait a minute. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Necro got 8? What? Am I missing something there? Could you like? Was there a pool of money or something? Yeah, they had 5 elite skills, and he's got 3 elite skills. Significantly less, yeah. And 11 men is only bench is a goblin. Yeah, okay. Orcs get like this rule set's a little iffy. Yeah, it doesn't actually say who the captain is. I got to assume it's the big un. I hope it's the big un. It doesn't say anyway, does it? There's no way to know. Like you kind of just want like it's nice to give it to a blitzer, especially like a frenzy one or something, but really you just want to pro all the mighty blow hits. to make sure you get a POW more often. So block on both big uns. Frenzy. I really like that he took Frenzy. Like, because obviously the conversation about Elyod is, lack of experience with playing on a tabletop, playing in real life, and also he just doesn't like it, right? Not going to talk about anything to do with his mental health or whatever. So let's just say he's an introvert. That'll do. That's all that matters, isn't it? He doesn't like that kind of thing. So the fact that he took Frenzy, I think, is a good sign, because Frenzy shows some confidence, right? Frenzy shows some self belief, because Frenzy is a skill you take when you think you can outplay other people. I think if he didn't think that, this would be Tackle. 120. Man, that's rough. They're absolutely not. They shouldn't be 120 higher. That's crazy. Did Davor secretly, like, make that rule set? That's crazy. 120. But I still give the edge to Elyod here. So, like, even with everything we just said, this is a solid team regardless. The biggest issue is, of course, Claw clipping an orc because he's only got bench of a goblin. That's it. We have Dementor into Loki. So let's look at the Zons. They also... How have the Zons got more skills than the orcs? What is happening? This rule set is nonsense, isn't it? 13 and an Apo for the Zons. So block and guard on the Warriors. I like that. Uh, Double block on the Piranhas. Not entirely certain I like that. I think I would have preferred one of these to be wrestle, and then you could put block on one of the Linos instead. I just like the speed hit and run player to have wrestle. Like, sorry, the speed jump up. I don't know why I said hit and run. The speed jump up player to have wrestle, right? It's likely to be the player most likely to take them by surprise, to be able to sneak in and get a hit on the ball carrier or something. Swap these around would be better. I mean, they are really good, Diane, but it's weird that Amazons are somehow like getting more skills. I think Amazons being the same as orcs and then removing like one elite skill from the Necro would make it all a bit more fair. I think 90 TV higher is fine. Necro 90 TV higher than orcs. 120 is pretty wild. So what is he going to have to face with these? What is the Norse brought? This is going to be the first Norse team. We have double block on the Ulfs. We have guard on a Berserker, dodge on a Valk, Norse stacks, and we've brought a Yeti. And the Yeti's brought guard, not mighty blow. Oh, we got another Valk. That's an annoying way to make your team. Okay. And then we've got one tackle Lino. I mean, if you're gonna bring a Yeti, the only reason to bring a Yeti is to try and bang people out. Why isn't it Mighty Blow? Like, you lean into the thing that you're going for. If you bring in a Yeti, because guard just doesn't synergize because of Unchanneled Fury. You can't just put the guard where you want because it's a 4+ to move him. Mighty Blow synergizes because it makes you always want to blitz with him, which is fine because you always want to blitz with him if you've brought a Strength 5 Frenzy Claw Mighty Blow piece. So yeah, this just makes it worse. I mean, it does have a block tackle, it does have Frenzy with block to try and hit all of those spares ons, but they don't come with Mighty Blow. There's two bench on the Zons. You can't see him winning by banging them out. He hasn't brought Mighty Blow at all. So it feels like a bad matchup. 12 men and a pig. And an Apo. And 2 rerolls. Only 2 rerolls, I just realized. There's no leader or anything, so just 2 rerolls. Yeah. Not a fan. Not a fan at all. Give me a sec. I need to blow my nose. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, right, there's nothing you can do about it now. So there's no point in telling him if you're like PC, the team captain, hey, your team is shit. All you can do is work with what you've brought. You can't change it now. So, yeah, unfortunately, I think that gives the edge to Dementor on both team and coach. So this one's interesting. We have the high elf team of G. Coleman. G. Coleman lucked out with third season, didn't he? G. Coleman's been playing high elves for like 37 years, and finally they're good. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it works because of the thing. Double strip ball is atrocious. I mean, just actively atrocious. Dodge on the Dragon Prince is correct, but double strip ball, no dodge on the White Lions with 2 rerolls and leader on an unprotected leader. Wait, okay, hang on. We're missing numbers, right? Yeah, okay. We got 12 men. That's very annoying that it's 13 and 14 at the bottom. I thought we'd gone mental then for a second, but no, it's 12 men, no Apo, 2 rerolls and leader, and no dodge on your blitzers is wild. And then triple wrestle. I assume what would happen is if you put dodge on both of these White Lions, then you remove wrestle from one of these Linos, right? And it's just naked because you take the 20k and you add it to each of these. I mean, that's a much better team. It's just a much better team. The third wrestle does not make up for both of not only like to move them around and make the blitz, but if they get blitzed, like they're not even defended by dodge. It's terrible. That is not the right team. Sorry, Mr. G. Coleman. Let's look at 6 humans. Oh, wait, team captain showed up on this. Did Elliot not select it correctly or something on his orcs? There's a team captain on this. You might want to check on that, PC. So we have a guard auger, mighty blow tackle, and team captain on the blitzer. Totally fine. Same reasoning as the black orcs, right? You want to maximize the chance of damage. So pro is right there. And then guard. Then we got a block and wrestle catcher, leader on the thrower, wrestle lino. We have 12 men and the halfling. And oh wait, we've got 3 rerolls and leader. Oh, if we got 3 rostered reroll, oh, I guess because he can't afford block. Damn, that's a problem. That'll be why, won't it? That is annoying. I'll be honest, mate. Like, I don't know if there was a way around that. Yeah, but I like the human catcher with wrestle. Now he's strength 3. Like, it's the same as the Amazon piranha or whatever. It's a good sacking piece. So I like that with wrestle. Yeah. I mean, leader is the best that isn't block, I guess. It's just annoying that you can't fit in block there. I'm not missing anything. Oh, he's got a mascot. He's got a mascot as well. He's got 3 rerolls, leader and a mascot, and team captain. What? Okay, that's significant overkill. No, dump the mascot and put the money in to make the human thrower block. Because that's your carrier, right? You're probably not going to carry on the catcher because you have sure hands. So you're probably going to pick it up. You might like try and hand off or something later on in the drive, but you're definitely going to be having the ball on the thrower like from the start. Sure against any team that has strip. No, not you don't again. You certainly don't in this, do you? And lots of teams are going to come with strip. You're not going to hand off to a not sure hands catcher against double wrestle strip. Yeah, exactly. So it's on him, and you don't want that to not be like a block piece. Because then everyone's a threat. If you're blockless, every player's a threat. The Dragon Princes are a threat, not just the dodgeless plums that he's brought with him. Yeah, no, this is overkill. There's too many rerolls on this by far. Team captain, leader, 3 rerolls, and a mascot is mental. Yeah, hopefully it comes in handy for his throw teammate. Like 17 rerolls for his throw teammate. The biggest problem with that is he's still 1 in 9 in everything, right? So it's still, no matter how many rerolls you've got, they're all built in anyway. So like a sure hands reroll is going to be for the pickup already built in. If the ball is kicked anywhere out of range, you're going to have to throw a pass. It's already built in. Not a fan. I'm still going to give, thanks to that double strip ball wrestle build, I'm going to now give the edge to Sick there. A small edge, but the edge. Let's have a look at Jay Wood's Dark Elf team. Double dodge Blitzer, double wrestle Witch, double dodge Assassin. Pretty standard, I would say. 11 men, 2 rerolls, Apple, and Mascot. I think that's pretty standard. Doesn't bother with the runner. That's fine. It's boring, but like that's what Dark Elves are these days, right? Vulnerable to any removals with only 11 men. And then we've got Chiagant. Okay, much better. He stuck the stacks on the blitzers. However, I don't like strip ball as the stack. Diving tackle is fine. For me, it's like third choice. I don't like strip ball on the blitzer. I would put strip ball on a wrestle strip catcher. I don't like diving tackle. I prefer frenzy, but I don't hate diving tackle. It's okay. I think frenzy has more usage and shows more confidence. Um, diving tackle is a little bit lame. Too many people just ignore it. But it does give you dodge on both catches and on both blitzers, so lots of dodge. And we sneak one in on a lino. Lots of dodge. Someone who understands elves need dodge. Great, like it. Leader thrower. Double leader, I assume that's money related. Sorry, double thrower, I assume that's money related. Because 65 now for the shitty linos. If they were 50 still, you could have had an extra lino and a mascot, which is better, but they're all paying for this garbage fumble Ruski skill. Yeah, this is fine. Nothing in there that makes me think that he's not going to beat Jaywood. This one's interesting. Let's have a look at Orkster's Lizards. Okay. I mean, I don't like tackle. Wrestle's better. Wait. No. We haven't got the Frenzy Saurus. What the fuck? Okay, I'm not even looking at the rest of that team. Orkster's lost. Anyone who doesn't take Frenzy on a Lizardman team, it just should lose on principle. Oh, there's ads. I'll wait. Skip forward like 10 seconds if you want, YouTube. Yeah, might as well. We've moved on, PC. You were too late. We've moved on to me dismissing Orkster's Lizardman team out of hand because it didn't have a Frenzy Saurus, which is outrageous in this rule set. It's that's the first skill that was automatic to me. I would take a friend if I had the choice between 6 Blocksaurus and 5 block and a frenzy. I would still take 5 block and a frenzy. That's how much I like frenzy on a Saurus. It's a strength 4 juggernaut piece. What are you doing? Have some confidence that you can like outplay and batter players around with it. If in the old rules, like I could have 6 Saurus and they could all have block, or you could say, hey, swap that block for Frenzy Juggernaut. I would grab it with both hands. I don't know what people are thinking. And he's against also a weird build for Chorfs. Like, this is a weird build for Chorfs, too. So, both weird builds. Double block break tackle leaves him not enough skills to go around. And then he's decided to put 2 of those skills on the blockless Flamesmiths instead of the block Chorfs that also have iron hard skin, so can stand back up more often and utilize the guard. So this is a bad build. You're fine with 1 block break tackle, maybe. But I also don't hate not having break tackle, even though it's better. It depends on what you think you're going to end up playing against. In a league, I absolutely take break tackle because then I can add more skills to it in the future. Just block break tackle is okay. Block tackle is okay because it's the sacker, right? Your bulls are your playmakers. So block break tackle or block tackle are both okay. The other one can skip. You can either have just break tackle. You can stick wrestle on him. You don't have to stack both bulls. And if you are going to stack both bulls, both of them being block break tackle is no. So guard, I don't mind a mighty blow, but like the guard down here should be here. We got 3 rerolls, no Apo, and I can't tell how many men. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We got 14 men. Is that right? No, there's no number 1. Okay, Jesus. We got 13 men. Okay. Yeah, no, don't like it. That's 2 bad builds against each other. So yeah, one of them will win, I guess. So let's have a look at this. The big boy. Let's have a look at Devo's build. We do, in fact, have a Mighty Blow tackle stack, which is going to be an issue. We have guard on the Ulfs instead of block. Interesting. We have guard on the Berserker. So the thing is, he's built up for a team that plays against Bash. So that might be okay. For PC here, because this is a team that's built against Bash with all of this guard built in, no block on the Ulfs, giving him, slight liabilities. Yes, this one is everything. But also, it's only armor 7. Frenzy will get him into a place where you could hit him back. We've got a stack on the Valk, and it's leader, wrestle, and then the other one is also wrestle. Who's carrying the ball? So the ball will be on a wrestler. Yeah, might be true. Okay, I'm not actually a massive fan of this build, if I'm honest with you. It's very one-dimensional. It's very, like, Devo banger, isn't it? And we've got 12 men, double boars, 2 rerolls and leader, an assistant coach, and an Apo. Okay. Like, if this guy gets himself into trouble due to the frenzy and then gets himself clipped, this team doesn't have anything to take on a Dark Elf team. It's literally just all on this one Armor 7 dude. Because they've all got guard. Strange. And let's look what PC has got. We've got double dodge blitzers, standard. We've got double wrestle witches, standard. And then we've gone for 1 assassin, 1 runner with leader to go with the second reroll. That gives him the Apo and 11 men and a wrestle lino. Oh, we've got the team mascot. Okay, team mascot slipped in there. So 3.5 rerolls. Yeah, it's totally fine. It always annoys me that elf teams don't come with bench. But then I remember that elf teams in tabletop, in general, not in a competition like this, but in general in tabletop, are a little bit OP. So that explains it. And then when you come into real competition, it's annoying that you've got no bench. Nurgle, let's have a look at this Nurgle build. I'm interested in this. So we've got Stand Firm on the Rot Spawn, 4 block. We got a block 2 heads pesty and a wrestle pesty. Okay. And then we got 12 men, 3 rerolls. Seems standard. This is the combo that always matters, right? It's totally fine to take 4 block on the bloaters, and I think it's fine to take Stand Firm on the Rot Spawn. So it's always down to what you put on your pesties. Block 2 heads is good. It's fine, and the other one we wrestle to try and sack is fine. It means that it's a very defensive team. Like, it's leaned into its defensiveness. No, no real attacking abilities, right? We could have gone with Claw, we could have gone moving things around. But I don't hate block 2 heads as the ball carrier and then just a wrestle pasty because of the skill costs on something else. I don't know what else you would have done. Like 20k, you could have not had 2 heads and maybe put like DP on a rotter. But you've only got 12 men, so it's not that great. I don't think any of this is bad. Yeah, they're a very, very defensive team now, though. They used to be like Nurgle was the biggest, bashiest team, right? It was the most killy team. And now, like, with the new change, they've become like the most defensive team. At high TV, when no one should play, they'll still be super bashy. But where most people play, like below 1500, they're just very, very defensive. They're probably the hardest team to score against. They shut down regular play. They shut down one turns. Add in when you're playing in leagues, not for this, or in progression, an odd monstrous mouth to chomp people. It's now like become the ultimate defensive team. And Scouse Boy is gone with a stack on a Dragon Prince. Ooh. What does that cost him, though? Just a skill, right? It's just cost him a skill on a Lino. Because it says plus 50k. So a stack hasn't cost him any extra. It's just paid the 20k. Oh, it is? Why does that say plus 50k then? Shouldn't that say plus 60? I guess tour play can't like simulate the actual rule set. Okay, so yeah, it dump sidestep, dodge on a line or way better. Like way better. But much like the Dark Elves, their weakness is 11 men. Apo doesn't always do anything. Yeah, elves just work better built wide, right? Dodge on everything is better than like three players with four skills, you know? I mean, are they like we'll wait and see. They're good, they're fun to play. I don't think they're the best team in third season or anything. They're in the top teams that you should take. You absolutely should take high elves in every like in I would say in every 6-man team, never mind every 8-man team. So nothing about that made me change my mind. I think the Barbarians should be able to beat Team Wales there. I think it will be a minor upset if Team Wales beat the Barbarians in general. Um, Individual matches um, favor the Barbarians. Let's go with what I think will happen. 1-0, 2-0, 2-1. It's I think maybe a draw. Let's go with a draw. 3-2. No, wait, that's not right, is it? 2-1. 2-1-1. Not 3-2. 2-1-1. 3-1-1. 3-2-1. Sorry, PC. 3-3-1. I don't think I can separate you two. It'd be good with either of you to win. 3-2-1. No, I'm going to give it a draw. And then, hell, even 3-3-1 here could happen. This could also be a draw, right? But that means that Team Wales need to upset twice. Not one table, two tables. Oh, did I miss something? Hang on. 1-0-1, 2-0-1. Sorry, 2-0-1 for the top ones. 2-1-1. That's four. 3-1-1. 3-2-1. 3-3-1. And then the bottom one. Okay, it was this one, yeah. 3-4-1. So it is, in fact, yeah. So they need to upset. They need to have two upsets, I think, Teams Wales to even it out. So I'm gonna go with Barbarians taking that round. I'd like look. Much love to Team Island, but I'm not even going to like pretend that this if you beat Team England, uh I assume you've stabbed them or something. And I'm not even going down the line because it'll just be embarrassing to Team Island. Based on coachability, it's 8-0. Let's see if anyone has brought teams that matter. Let's have a look. And that's not like a horrible insult or anything. It works the same as like Rotten Tomatoes, right? If it's a bunch of say 60% coaches versus a bunch of 55% coaches, it's 8-0. If it's 60% coaches, it doesn't mean that they're like, absolutely gonna like shit on them from orbit or anything. It just means that all of the English coaches have a better record than all of the Irish coaches. How much better is irrelevant. So let's look at Zales's Irish Necro. Double block on the fleshies. Do you know what? I don't hate it. In this day, I swear to God, right? In third season, I genuinely, and in fact, I was coming to this, I was coming around to the idea in second season that people were taking too much guard, which sounds like blasphemy. But some teams were taking like 6, 7 guard, when they could have brought a utility skill and still had a lot of fucking guard. And now, where guard is a lot more scarce on teams, you don't need to max out the guard you can take. You can swap one of them out for something utility-wise. My idea was like old humans, when they had 4 blitzers, should have brought a frenzy piece. And no one ever did. You could have stuck it on a lino. It's still pretty good for the one turn. It's decent for, like, attempting skillful plays. But obviously back when now you could put it on a lino, sorry. But then you could have put it on one of your 4 blitzers. They didn't all need to have guard. You usually had guard on an auger, etc. Like 4 guard is a lot of guard. And so here, right, 2 guard is probably enough guard. Could have gone block and guard instead and just had 1 block flashy, 1 guard flashy. Also would have been good. But I don't hate a flashy with block. Like, it's a strength 4 block piece. And it allows that both guards to be on the Wraiths. It doesn't have any tackle. He's gone with just block on a wolf, block on a ghoul, and wrestle on a ghoul. That gives him 6 elite skills. Which again is, stupid. Why the Necro get 6 elite skills? It's the 1 wolf build, so he's got 12 men, 3 rolls, and he's brought a keg. That's the interesting one. He's come with a keg. Okay, I suppose. What has he lost for the keg? Because he hasn't quite lost a wolf, has he? He would have to swap a skill or drop down an elite. He could have fouled with a 13th zombie, but also fouling with no DP and no bribe is a bit lame. It's okay. It's not the worst. What do Black Orcs get? This is kind of interesting to me. I've got into the Black Orcs lately. What do Black Orcs get? Block, 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 guard, guard, tackle, DP. I do like that they get a DP because I assume they get a bribe. They do get a bribe and they get Ripper. He's got, wait, they get 1 reroll for this build. Okay. I might be a bit insane. 1 reroll is interesting. I don't think I would play 1 reroll Black Orcs. Like, because the problem is, because you've leaned into the fact that dirty player and bribe, which I'm totally on board with, right? I love that combo on this team. You could lose the game by just failing to pick up the ball, like, so easily. Like, yeah, we've got, like, if it's a deep kick, secure the ball isn't great. And you could still roll a 1, right? So you go back, you secure the ball, fail by rolling a 1. You can't re-roll it. The ball's on the ground. You can't secure the ball the second time because the opponents have run into your half. It's pretty rough. Like, it's so easy to lose because of that. This is like an all-in banger build, which is going to surprise me, therefore, PC, that you're right. One of the 3 block could have been a mighty blow. If he's going to go full banger. But I assume he's just relying on the fouling. This is, like, obviously significantly worse than the team I've been playing with. I don't think Ripper makes up for that. We've seen the problem with relying on something like Ripper. Ripper at movement 5, by the way, with Bullseye is wild. How is Ripper allowed in this rule set? Ripper would be like my first choice as a megastar. Oh God, yeah, there's no bench either. So no bench, one reroll. God, this is a dicey build, isn't it? What a dicey build this is. I don't like it. I don't like builds that aren't stable when you should be like leaning into the fact Pete W is one of the better players on Team England. I don't like leaning into the dicey build. But I haven't played this. So maybe it's great. I don't know. Maybe just the over strength build just is too hard for other players to deal with, combined with the fact that you should get some removals before you're sent off on average. I mean, I would play this with Blodge based team. The Amazons should want to play this. Elves probably fine playing this. Like it's not great. It can kick off, but it's dicey, right? I want to play this about as much as I want to play goblins. Because that's the same feeling I get playing against this team. It's very easy for them to dice me out, but also very easy for their entire team to go wrong. Yeah, but like this is all tabletop records. And with different teams too. Like they're not all this team, are they? Yeah, exactly. I mean, we can probably look. Do you want to look? Do we just click Black Orcs? Will that work? Yeah, here we go. Triple Skull. Wait, Triple Skull and he lost 4-0. Wait, hang on. Is this old? This is too old. Oh, it's an online game. I mean, I guess we're not counting those then. Where are the rest of the games? This is not 33, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, wait. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. This is 26 games. Oh, is it this? Hang on, it's this. Yeah, like it's this. You can go back. This it limited it to the last 50. Right, there we go. Yeah, the PC, this does not help your point at all, does it? Every good player that I'm scrolling up, like good player, he's lost to, and they're all online. Lost 4-0 to Triple Skull, lost to Straum. Those are the names I stopped at when I scrolled down, and they were losses. I mean, the Water Bowl was 2021 back down here. I mean, these are not bad players. A Podfree is supposedly good, right? But like, tabletop good. Punchy's okay. Like there's okay players here, but like any good name, like the name that I like would stop at, the two good names I saw on this list, he lost to. What? What am I doing? But it's not with that build, is it? It's not even. In fact, there's only been 3 games in this season. No one said it wasn't good, but it's there's a big difference between like saying what we said, which is it's good for tabletop, and then immediately noticing that he's lost a bunch of games, but they're all online. Like that's not a coincidence either. I would guess that Triple Skull would be totally fine playing him. Seeing as the last time he did, he slammed him 4-0. Davo's record's better, isn't it? I mean, it's not against the world's best. That's kind of the point. You keep adding these things that we have to say are not true. There's two of the world's best on this list, and he lost both of those games. I don't think I missed anyone. There's a bunch of good players on here that he's both won, drawn, and lost to, based on actual reality, PC. I don't know what to tell you. How is it uncharitable? Like, these are facts. None of the other players on here are the world's best. That's just a fact. Sorry for stating facts. I don't know what you want. Well, that's a completely different sentence than we started with, isn't it? If someone went 33 games without losing online, I would say that's a great record, regardless of who they are. But like, he didn't. Like, so I don't know what to tell you. Like, there's no reason to not include online, is there? Other than it makes it look better. The same rule set. What's the difference? How is if it's the same rule set, if it's just using tabletop style rules, what's the difference? This was the first one in 2021. Online. Win, draw, 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 loss, loss. Then we switched to the next online one. Loss, win, draw, win. There we go. He went 3-1-2. That's a winning record. It's not exactly like 34 games without a loss, though, is it? What about this one at the Fumble Tillion Cup? Was this 7 games? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, I've got the wrong one. There's the 6 games. 4-1-1. Great record with Blackhawks. But again, loss. 4-0-2, double loss. Like, there's every time he plays online, he loses. That's not a coincidence. I've just looked at all 4 online tournaments and lost in all of them because it's more difficult. But we know the number of. Why would I count? That was why we looked at it in the first place. What are you talking about? Anyway, because this is tabletop and he's playing someone I've never heard of, I suspect this will be another one to add to his not losses. Let's have a look at Pipeys. By the way, I don't actually know if any of these people are people I know. Obviously, if they got a name like Zalsus, but I don't know if Matt Boswell is someone I know. Some people use their real names on tour play. Matt Boswell is Bozzy Boz Boz. Okay. It is a good run. Whenever someone has a good run, it doesn't matter if you're all shitters. You still got to win every game or not lose. That means he didn't lose any dice ins. That's a good run. But it's not like, oh my God, he's the greatest thing ever. Like, just beat mostly worse players. Actually, probably all worse players looking at that list. But we don't claim what you claimed about Pete about ourselves because of that reason. Because we accept reality. Let's have a look at this human team. We have Guard, Olga, Mighty Blow Blitzer with team captain, Guard on the other Blitzer, block and wrestle, block and wrestle. We got block on the thrower, so this is the better of the human teams because I prefer this version with 3 rerolls, an Apo, and then he's got a dedicated fan and an assistant coach with his leftovers. And the lizards, again without frenzy. What is happening? Like, it's the standard build these days, right? It's leader on the skink to get your 3rd reroll. Wait, to get your 2nd reroll? You can only get 1 reroll and leader on lizards. I didn't notice because I just went away from the last one. Christ. That's annoying. He hasn't got a mascot. Oh, you can. What would he not have? I mean, he's got 12 men and an Apo. That's not normal for lizards, is it? He's also missing. What am I missing here? He's missing a skill as well. He's got 1 reroll and leader. He's not got a skill on a Saurus. Doesn't have frenzy. Okay, I don't like this lizard man team either. Can no one just build a normal lizard man team? Okay, good luck, Bozzy Boz Boz, because that's a not good lizard man team. I mean, it's lizards, so it's good in general, but... Next up, we have Dr. Pow. Why have I not heard of any of these Irish players? Where do they play? Do they only play in Era Blood Bowl League or something? Like the only I've seen Danton and Lathandir's name before. That's it. Out of 8. 2 out of 8. Yes. The guy who worked out his girlfriend is better to stream than him. Correctly. So that's it. That's like, I don't understand. Do Irish people just not play online? I mean, might want to start. All right, we have Dr. Pow and his Nurgle, who's gone block, block, guard, block. Block 2 heads, wrestle, and stand firm Rotspawn. So it's basically the same team. It's just got a guard instead of a block. That's fine. And he's like, oh, it's also high elves. The high elves just get the Nurgle, apparently. That's it. It's potato based, Paul, but yeah, it's fine. You never do that experiment in school where you can light up a light bulb using a potato? Expand that across an entire country. We have a leader, thrower, double dodge on the White Lions. Double dodge, and we've got another like stack on the Dragon Prince. I just don't think it's worth losing a dodge. But other than that, same. This is a Team England approved high elf build. Yeah, this I just don't. It's not. It's not worth it. It's not bad. I'm not shitting on it. It's not like the Lizards teams or anything. It's fine. I would prefer dodge on an extra player. And let's have a look at Lathandir. He's got Amazons into Woodies. Interesting matchup. Block guard, leader, and then we've got a stack. Oh no, we've got a stack, a block tackle stack to go with a wrestle. Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, it helps with the one turn. It's fine sometimes if that player ever gets hit. You can go whole games without him not getting hit. Therefore, it's just a skill that could have been handy. Whereas dodge on a lino, I guess you could say you could go all game without it rolling a 2+, but without it rolling a 1, I mean. Sure. But at least it was there, right? And you're not going to cut corners or anything to be in a stronger position if you don't have it. I don't like the stack on the Amazons. Seems unnecessary. But 13 players, 2 rerolls with leader, and 2 assistant coaches. If you've got 2 assistant coaches, something's gone wrong somewhere, hasn't it? I assume that the flow in funds issue is what stopped him from taking a skill with that 20k. But something's off if you've got 2 assistant coaches, I think. Let's have a look at the Woodies. Strip and tackle on the dancers, pretty old school standard. Not as popular in recent years as other options. Strip and sidestep, strip and frenzy. The old school strip and tackle, not as popular. We've got a wood elf catcher with leader. Huh? Oh god, let's not do that again, PC. Yes, people clearly do. This is part of it, though, isn't it? Like, no one questions his play, but he makes a shit team. Is not really what you imagine the end of that sentence to be. Yeah, bit strange. Leader catcher. What has he ended up with because of that? A team mascot. So I don't know how much is a thrower. Could he have just got a thrower with leader here? throwers are 90 or are they 95? And he's paid for a block lino. So he's paid an extra 10K here as well. Yeah, I don't like this at all. I mean, people who were good 10 years ago aren't as good as they think they are either. Smoother Karma. I don't know who any of these people are. Look, Island, if you're out there, prove me wrong. I would love it. I would absolutely love Smoother Karma to be some kind of like incredible, unknown Blood Bowl talent. What have you got for me, Smoother Karma? Leader thrower, wrestle catcher, mighty blow blitzer. Guard, oh, Jesus Christ, and guard on the auger at the bottom here. God. Old World Alliance getting dicked on skill wise. But it's okay. It's still Old World Alliance, isn't it? I like that he's got the auger, not the tree. I do like that. Auger is better in play. Tree is better for the throw teammate. That's the only time the tree is better. The tree is better. But we have ended up with a dedicated fan and an assistant coach. It's soon because of weird numbers. Like this looks like a pretty standard build. Oh wait, it's not. There's no Slayer. So he couldn't afford a Slayer. That's more on the like the rule set, isn't it, than anything else? It's fine. This can do things. It's a fine team. It's a shame they didn't have quite enough money to swap in this assistant coach, dedicated fans, and whatever else to upgrade a Lino to a Slayer. Then the team would be better. And still not OP or anything. You do still take the human thrower over the dwarf runner simply because of pass, right? Because you've got the ability to do the throw teammate now. And it's in tabletop especially, that's incredibly useful. And we have Pro Elves. 12 men in the Apo. Will take damage, right? Against the Mighty Blow tackle, the diving tackle, and the Ogre knocking around the place. Purple Goo loves the diving tackle blitzer. I still think it's second to Frenzy. But he's now gone with just regular tackle. I don't think that's going to be much use in this matchup. And then double dodge on the catcher. I think double dodge on the catcher is why they're doing this. I still think wrestle strip is better on a catcher rather than dodge tackle on a blitzer. But this isn't bad. It's not like it's terrible or anything. It's not like, having a skillless Saurus or not taking frenzy. But yeah, not my top choice. Then we have leader, thrower, wrestle Lino, and dodge Lino. At least we got another dodge Lino, 5 dodge. So one of the better teams we've seen so far. Obviously, skill-wise, Purple Goo is going to smash someone I've never heard of, but could get banged out. Perfectly capable of getting banged out. Lead into an easy draw for Old World Alliance. Come on, Smoother Karma. And I don't know him, but now I've decided that Smoother Karma is my people's champ of the home nations. Just purely based on that. Yes, or just get blitzed on. So we have Fiki with his Chaos Dwarves versus Torquemada, who's changed to Dark Elves. Still using the little count for his tour play thing, but will probably never play vampires again. Ugh, same team. What is this? Did they copy each other? It seems how did two people come up with this shit team independently? Well, we've already talked about this team, so go and watch the other one. We have what's going on with this team ordering. This is on purpose, isn't it? So we have the comedy team ordering. We're here all week. Try the veal. We have a wrestle witch and another wrestle witch. We have a dodge blitzer and another dodge blitzer. We have a dodge leader stack runner and a dodge assassin. That gives him 2 rerolls, no mascot. Okay, the stack is... He uses punt? Christ alive. Okay. The stack is interesting. How can we fit this stack in? What did we miss? I guess the mascot, right? I guess we're swapping the mascot and the dedicated fan. Because there's 5k there, 25 for a mascot. That's 30k for the stack. The stack costs 2 wrestle? Oh, wait, but the stack of dodge costs 2 wrestle. If he takes leader and not dodge, the dodge could have been 2 wrestle, I knows. Yeah. Okay. Yes, that's not worth it, is it? Okay, skipping that then. Again, probably just based on the fact that I don't know any of these Irish players, Talk still wins. Please prove me wrong, Team Island. I would love it. If you could just show up on a day, would absolutely love it. Oh, and Tomb Kings get the unfortunate Old World Alliance matchup. What did Tomb Kings get a good thing? We haven't seen one. Did they get a good build? They did get a good build. Holy shit, okay. Now we're talking. All right, this could do well. Tomb King's a little bit slept on, I think. Four guard on the Tomb Kings. Not bad. Didn't have to be four guard. Could have gone with a Mighty Blow. Tackle Mighty on a Blitzer. Juggernaut on the other Blitzer. I'm not really buying what he's selling there. On the ball on a thrower. Not incredibly buying that either. So the 2 normal skills I would maybe swap out. Like, because the problem with on the ball is, actually, even with the new agility, with the new sure hands and thing, you want to use secure the ball because they still have the agility problem, right? So on the ball doesn't really help you that much if you're just going to secure the ball anyway. Like when you first pick the ball up, you're going to use secure the ball almost always. I mean, it's on the ball is three squares. Like, how will you not be able to cover with the other guy in the first place? Like, it's not a terrible skill or anything. In progression, I would take it at some point, but like, not as the only skill. I mean, sure, if that's how he uses it, it's just also wrong. Let's get three rerolls, 12 men. Only 12 men, I guess, is makes sticking a skill on a skeleton an issue. Because I don't ever hate sticking a skill on a skeleton. But I don't think Juggernaut is a particularly useful skill. I'm not entirely certain what he imagines that skill is going to be used for. And he is up against the Old World Alliance. So there we go. He might get to hit the catcher once. That'll be amazing, wouldn't it, if he gets to use his Juggernaut skill. So we see a tree. So immediately not a massive fan, but I guess money-wise, something could work out. We've got another one reroll build. There is a mascot on this, so I assume there's leader somewhere as well. Yep, okay. Wrestle catcher, mighty blow, blitzer, guard on a slayer, guard on a blitzer. So we fit the slayer in. So that's probably what cost it, right? Trees are cheaper than the ogre. He's gone for the slayer and the tree, which I don't hate. Like, it's not terrible. It is kind of obnoxious that they gave the tree loner back. Um, when it was completely fine to not have loner, and ruined their whole thing of making the individual positionals um the same across the different teams. But 11 men double halfling, iffy. God, they do a good job, don't they, of making the good teams look bad. And then Necro wander in with everything they could possibly want. Even though we've looked at all the teams, obviously, like England are going to beat Ireland. It'll be an absolute miracle. Like their bus won't have turned up or something if Ireland beat England. Right, Italy into Scotland. Maybe Scotland can make a game of it, right? We have not actually seen a lot of these Italian players. I know Bad Storm, I know Serafino, um, I know Faco, and I think I remember the name Caltonland from the last time we saw Italy online. I think I remember saying nice things about him, and I don't know what that was, but for some reason, my brain has a vague memory of saying nice things about Caltonland. To be fair, could be wrong, and I could have slated him, so I'm sorry if that was the case, but somewhere in my brain, that's what looking at his name sets off. No, I wouldn't trust you if you said it was absolutely stacked, because I've never heard of four of them, which means it's not stacked. Oh, what's going on here? We have a stack on a bloater instead of the stack on the pesty, and neither pesty has any kind of ball carrying skill. Okay. One of them specifically has a non-ball carrying skill. I mean, they can't take a defensive skill. Like, wrestle's not really a defensive skill for a ball carrier, is it? So it's just block. Like, so, like, once you stick a stack, double, not just a stack, a double elite stack. Really wild. So, yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's still Nurgle. Yeah, block two heads is probably the standard. I mean, going block sure hands, I still think is fine. Strip ball is more common, slightly, these days. Oh, if they have strength access, stand firm is good, yeah. Chomp, baby. Right, the Amazons. We have block thrower, block wrestle piranhas, good. Block guard jaguars, good. Wrestle. Okay, this is a good team. Wait, it's only got 12 men now. What's happened there? It's because a block on the thrower, isn't it? You've taken a block thrower, whereas you could have taken a wrestle lino and had an extra bench. Not certain I like one bench Amazons in this rule set with extra mighty blow tackle knocking around. One bench Amazons seems light. Who have we got next? We have Talon Bay versus Faco. And yay! Oh, wait, no. No skill on the sixth one. What's going on with the lizards? Man, why can't lizards be built normally? This rule set is the worst. God, Poverty Bowl sucks. All right. At least this one's got Frenzy on it, so this is the best lizard team so far. And Guard Augur, Guard Slayer, nothing on the Blitzer. Ooh, I don't like that, Talon. I do not like that at all. One of those two is more likely to be removed than the other. And Guard is on the wrong one. Mighty Blow and a Blitzer, Wrestle Catcher, everything else is standard. Two assistant coaches, weird ass thing. 11 men and just a halfling. I don't like guard on the Slayer at all. We have Serafino versus Blitzy. Serafino's high elves into dark elves again. Dodge, dodge, leader on a thrower, dodge, frenzy on a white lion. As I as I had the pleasure of taking the piss out of Jim for, I don't like frenzy on the white lion. Dodge, dodge. At least he's got a load of dodge, so this makes this less bad. Got 5 dodge, 11 men, 2 rerolls, 1 assistant coach, and an Apo. The perfectly fine team. Other than Frenzy on the White Lion, which I'm not a fan of. It did, yeah. And it's my own fault. I was just saying I like Frenzy on a High Elf team, but I meant on a Dragon Prince. And because, in your little black heart, you're a bit of a banger, you were like, yeah, Frenzy on the killer. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a better option. Dodge and wrestle. I think all 4 of your positionals going dodge is just necessary. Oh, I didn't look at the Dark Elf team. My bad. We have block and wrestle witches. Still prefer double wrestle. Dodge and dodge on the blitzer. Dodge assassin, leader runner. Dodge on a lino. That gives him 2 rerolls. I mean, I assume this cost him something, changing a witch elf to block. It's not bad or anything. It's just usually better to have double wrestle witches to make sure you have a wrestle witch wherever you need it without having to be like fucking 6 moves ahead in your thinking. If you've got 2 and you keep them like, fairly apart from each other, you cover the whole pitch without having to be like incredible foresight man. In progression, I always take block and wrestle because they build into different players. But in resurrection, I would always take wrestle. Next up, we have Jesus. 2 people with names that couldn't represent their countries more if they tried. We have Team Italy's Matteo Diagoli and Team Scotland's Sporran. We have Orcs with block, tackle, guard, leader. Pretty standard, I would say. Like I said, I was pleased to see Eliod take frenzy instead of tackle, but other than that, this is to me the standard build. As I couldn't say he's missing a goblin, but he's hid it up here. Absolutely need the goblin. And yeah, totally fine, totally decent orc team. And we have dodge on the blitzers, dodge on the catchers, and we've got Eldril. We've jammed Eldril into the pro elf team that's given him 1 reroll with leader, no bench. Yeah, because they changed Hypnogaze back to a 3+. If Hypnogaze was still a 2+, I'll be honest with you, this would be more fun looking. Wouldn't hate it. A little bit of agency, a little bit of fun. Dodge protects all those other players. But in this particular matchup, it's a nightmare. They've got double Mighty Blow. You've got 11 players with an Apo that you're not going to want to use on like at least 4 of your players. The odds of you having 11 players to line up on turn 9 are slim to fucking none. So unfortunately for him, the build is going to be unfairly judged because that's a really shitty matchup for it. Next up, we have Bad Storm, one of the better players on Team Italy, versus Mournival. Wood Elf Mirror. Interesting. Let's see how the teams match up against each other. We have Strip and Frenzy. There we go. Leader Thrower and double dodge on the Lino to maximize the dodge on the team. Pretty standard, I would say. With 2 and Leader. No Apo. Wait, no Apo 11 men. Ugh. Forget that that's a Woody thing. Because he's taken the tree. No Apo 11 men. Ugh. Blah. And let's look at Mournival's, who's gone strip tackle. Better for this matchup. Leader, dodge, and then double wrestle. Oh, wait. The other one went dodge, dodge. How did he end up with 40 versus... Huh? Where'd he get the extra... What am I missing here? Oh, wait, there's 2 rerolls here. Okay, that's the difference. This is 2 rerolls. No Apo. And this one is 1 reroll Apo. So he's playing 1 and leader Woodies. And somehow... But they're the same price. So the swap would be irrelevant. So that doesn't explain it, does it? Oh, it's the assistant coach. He's gone with dodge and an assistant coach instead of 2 wrestle. Oh, I don't like that. I would have taken the 2 wrestle. Okay, we'll point to Scotland there. Although I also would have taken the reroll instead of the Apo, I think. I'm 1,000,000% certain. I like going 1 reroll with a defenseless leader as your other reroll. But we'll see. Good matchup, though. I would watch that just to see how that works out. Who we have next? Menzogna versus, or Menzonia, I guess, because it's Italian, versus Camel Chops. Necro into Necro. Oh, the mirrors are coming out in this one. We have block and guard, which I said I liked. Guard and guard. Wrestle and block on the wolves, and sure hands and wrestle on the ghouls. No. How the others could have... Oh, no, wait. Could only have block if one of the wraiths didn't go guard, right? Okay. Yeah. Not certain. I think it would have been fine. I think it would have been fine to put block on a ghoul and then a normal skill on a wraith. Probably tackle, right? Because you're missing that. Gives you all kinds of options. Then you have tackle blitz, wrestle blitz, block blitz, strength 4 block blitz. Like gives you all the options. I wouldn't have hated seeing the block ghoul and the tackle wraith. Two guard in this is a lot of guard, right? You're not out guarded by hardly anyone. We need to get out of the 2020 rule set of like thinking you're gonna need all the guard because you're gonna go up against like 6 guard teams and stuff. They don't exist anymore. It's just there's no guard race, is it? Like you're not ever gonna you're probably not ever gonna spin into someone with more than 4 guard. And you don't need the same amount of guard as your opponents to get 2 dice blocks. Like Necro, like fine with 2 or 3 guard. I think 2 is acceptable. 3 is good. 4 is completely good. Like you can have more if you want. But I think 2 is acceptable. I wouldn't be like, oh my god, you've only got 2 guard. Would be fine to me. And it's gone with 2 rerolls and a mascot. Wait, whose team was that? That was the Italian one. Because this, oh god, it's out of order. Double guard fleshies, double block wolves, double guard wraiths, and 1 block on the ghoul. So you can do that instead and have a naked ghoul. That's also fine, by the way. Although I would have liked, if you're doing this, you like if you keep in the 3 guard, I would have liked seeing one of the flashies swap the block. Three guard is fine, and then the strength 4 block gives you that. Uh, Dark elves into lizards. Come on, Shrike. Don't have a stupid lizard man team. I beg of you. People can't order their teams properly. Is annoying. Right. Double block witches. Oh, the worst one of the lot. Double dodge blitzers. Naked assassins. All right. I already hate this team with a fiery passion. A naked leader with and a dodge Lino with 2 rerolls and an app. Oh yeah, and just no, this team is absolute nonsense. However, lucky for him, he's got lizards, which is great for that team. And we have got, oh, hello, we've got stand firm on a Crocs. We've got 3 block, 2 wrestle, and a frenzy. I'll be honest with you, Shrike, I'm liking this. We've got leader on the chameleon, 11 men in the Apo, and then 1 reroll. I don't hate this team at all. This is my favorite Lizard Man team. Yeah, but I don't want to use witches as screens, right? If I'm only giving him the option of blitzing blodgers, 1 in 3 of them will be a POW on an armor 7 piece. I don't want that. And I mean, obviously, with this, he's lucked out and he's got lizards. But if you run into a mighty blow tackle team, that team is fucking toast. So unfortunately for Shrike, even though I like his team, he's got a bad matchup. Dodge on the blitzers. A naked frenzy catcher. Oh, God. Sorry, Colton Land. If I did say nice things about you, I'm about to take them away. Wrestle dodge on the other catcher. Two dodge linos and a dodge thrower. And a leader thrower. And I assume this is 12 men messed around with. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep. With 2 rerolls and leader and 12 men and the Apo. I don't like the skill choices. I think a frenzy catcher is mental with like you have no skills on it. Why do you want to block again with the guy that has no skills? Excuse me, sir. I would like another one in 9, please. Yeah, they're just the wrong ones. Great skill, like a great amount of skills, and you can put it, but like this, the wrong ones. If you're gonna put frenzy on a player, put it on the blitzer as the stack. The guy that can't get counter surfed. And then move this wrestle to that frenzy. So you got one wrestle catcher, one dodge catcher. If you want to put frenzy on this team, it's a blitzer. If you want to put wrestle and strip on a team, it's a catcher. And he's unfortunately also got humans who are going to come with Mighty Blow Tackle. There he is. The glory. So guard on an auger, the Mighty Blow Tackle capped in, guard on the other blitzer. Nothing on the thrower. Interesting. Block catcher, wrestle catcher, standard. 2 wrestle linos. 13 players. I don't think he's missed any numbers there. 13 players, including the halfling. 3 rerolls, an Apo, and a team mascot. So you don't need leader if you've got 3 rerolls and a team mascot. Good job. Put wrestle on an extra lino. This is better. This is a good human team. Well done. Um, Anthony Purdy. Who's that? Perdindas. Well done, Perdindas. I like this team. Solid, stable team. I'm going to give him that matchup. I think he's a favourite there. I still think Scotland are going to lose, but I think it's going to be closer than England into Ireland. And then the closest one is still the top. What's the tiebreakers going into the second round? Is it individual wins? At the end, like when you played all the games, what's the biggest tiebreaker? What's prime tiebreaker? Surely in only 3 games, it can't. Oh, no, hang on, it's 5 games, isn't it? Is it? It can't be strength of schedule, can it? That would be weird, isn't it? Is that weird? Strength of schedule in this? I don't know how it works in team-based tabletop. Does anyone know how it works? there's a lot of silence coming back from chat. Does anyone know what the tiebreakers are? Yeah. I mean, what would you have tiebreakers? For me, I think prime tiebreakers should be individual records. Jock, Jock, by any chance, do you know the tiebreakers for the home nation? Oh no, an ad has started. Even better timing. I'll wait for the ads to stop. The old adstronauts. Head to head. Ugh, there's two ahead of some of coach points. That's annoying. Yeah, but so does the rule set, and it's not your fault, but both of those suck. I get why you'd use it, though. That's completely fine. No, it's not a dig at you. You're copying someone else's rule set so that they can practice for that thing, right? It's fine. Doesn't make it good, though. In an 8-man team-based event, there should absolutely be coach points, individual coach points first. Round robin. Um, it does. I think it might have said. Oh wait, I guess I have to go back. There we go. No, there. The Loughborough Students' Union. Yeah, no, yeah, you're. I was just thinking about it while I was answering Sliker's question because that's why the last thing I said wasn't it? It's round robin. Then I realized that that's not actually Euroball. Euroball is not round robin. So now I am blaming you. Should have changed it. You should not. You shouldn't have reminded me. I would. You'd have got away with it. What about the draws, by the way? The individual draws when the teams move on to play each other, are they tables for that or are they all random? It is Swiss within. Interesting. Yeah, yeah. I think you could have got away with changing that too. I think round robin changes a lot, right? I'm not saying you should have. You could have. Swiss within Swiss makes more sense. Oh, I think round robin is good for this event. I think that's the right decision. I just think because it's round robin, some of the other things change. You're right about like individual coach points at something like Euroball for the reason you said. But round robin doesn't have that reason. The problem with drafts is they're always a nightmare. It's like I agree with you that it's more interesting, but it's a nightmare. I've played Rebels Clan in the past, and the draft stage is just fucking awful. I think because it's round robin, we could have got away with completely random draws. Can't complain about it, can you, if it's random? Yeah, that's the thing. Like you could have changed it. I get why you just mirror Euroball. That's fine. I hope it goes well. We'll try to follow it online. We have some we have some possible spies in the room to give us info. If you're still around, PC, uh, what what you should do for us is what San did at the Euroball. Take your phone and make a little like few minute video of a blog after each round, and we'll play it on stream. You can have all of the 0.3 euros that will generate. But yeah, we love that. By the way, like I'm not. This isn't a joke or anything. I genuinely think that would be a good idea, PC. There's enough time in between rounds, isn't there, for you to do like a 2 minute video? I'm not. I don't want like a half-hour like PC story. Just give us a little few minute roundup. Record it, upload it, move on, and we'll play it online. I'm going to ask some of the others too. Despite my reputation, I do have a bunch of friends who are there, like all friendly people. Obviously, none of you are coming to my wedding, but get a couple of people to record us a little video, play them. I mean, if Team England don't beat Team Ireland, I assume they just didn't show up. Italy are beating Scotland, but it's closer than England and Ireland. And then I'm giving it to the Barbarians over Wales, and it'll be either closest one of the three. I think the the biggest problem for the Barbarians is that PC got Devo. Not because I think PC is going to lose, but that it takes away an almost guaranteed win. It could go either way. It's the closest one of the three. I'm giving it to the Barbars. I'm Welsh. Of course I'm giving it to the Barbars. I think Team Wales' best hopes of a win is Dementor. Is Dementor. That's the biggest issue. I think the Wales have a lot of problems beating the other side. Dementor is the most likely person to win. The rest, or everyone could win. I think Elliot's better than Joseph, but Elliot has two things in as a disadvantage. One is his lack of experience at tabletop and himself not liking tabletop and being around people, and two, that matchup is probably like the worst matchup in the rule set. Like Orcs into Necro isn't normally a bad matchup, but Orcs being like fully poverty bowled while Necro somehow escaped unscathed is incredible. Like we were saying, 120 TV between the two teams is wild. Yes, it's like a yeah. So Joseph absolutely could win. Rick could win. He's playing elves. G. Coleman could win. He's playing elves. But just based on the matchups, I think Demento is their best chance of a win. I would never. I don't think. I don't think anyone on Team Wales I would pick to beat Elliot, even with the negatives that I just said. They can beat him. I just don't think I would be comfortable saying, yeah, he's got a good chance of winning. It's Elliot. He's better than 7 of Team Wales. It might come down to you, PC, but I don't think it will. I mean, skill wise, Candlejack takes Rick. And those two teams are not particular. Like, obviously, Candlejack's got the advantages of Necro, we just said. But Necro, and he's got a tackle Wraith. So I think Candlejack takes Rick. He's better than him. The teams are not particularly mismatched. I think Elliot into Joseph could be a draw because of the mismatched teams. I think Demento takes Loki. I don't like G. Coleman's team, so I'm giving the slight edge to Sick, but a draw is the most likely result. I think Chiagant takes Jaywood. I don't care who wins between the Rake and Orkster because both of those teams suck. The most likely result between PC and Devo is a draw. And the most likely result between Scouseboy and Loinster is a draw. No, I like humans. I think humans have a decent shout in this rule set. I don't think they're a top team. I think they get tiered down enough that it bumps them. I would put humans in every 8-man team. I would probably put humans in every 6-man team. I just probably wouldn't put them in a 4-man team. I mean, of course, tier independent. In this tier in, I mean, it's really hard to not take Necro in this tier in. Like, they're so incredibly well tiered. And you got to take high elves, because if you're taking an elf team, you take high elves. I think you've got to take either orcs or Nurgle as your, like, bashy team, and you could get away with taking both. But if you just take one of them, your other team should also be an agility team then. So I have the problem, Jock, in that if I'm playing into competent plus players, I don't like most of the elves. I have a very sneaky suspicion that if you could somehow pull out the stats for just versus like 60% plus coaches, all of the elf win rates would drop significantly more, like, comparative to the other win rates. Fast, agile teams have always been the teams that are much better against shitter players. Like, they always are. Don't know why that would be any different in this rule set. And they drop more comparatively against competent players because competent players remove most of their like go-tos, right? They set up well against one turns. They set up well against the kickoff, removing any blitz advantage. They don't allow hits on the ball easily. So it comes down to, like, can they stop the elves from scoring? Because the elves can't usually stop them from scoring, which to me gives the advantage to the bash team, because the elf team don't really have anything to stop you scoring if you competently move the ball up the pitch, defended well. Admittedly, it's hard to stop elves from scoring, so a draw is, incredibly likely. But if one team's going to win that matchup, I would give the favorite to the bash team, competent coaches. I don't think there's enough data for me to state that as a fact rather than my opinion, but that would be my suspicion, that the reason none of the elf teams dropped is a combo of tiering and the fact that elves will always get a win rate boost from the first games of tournaments where they're playing randos. I wouldn't be shocked. It's like, I think it would be a minor upset. I think the Barbarians are slight favorites. I think the Barbarians are slight favorites. I think the Italians are favorites, and I think the Team England are heavy favorites. Oh, it's weird. In Wales, we don't spell seven with TWO. Well, hey. Hey, there we go. Jim with the subtitles. Right, there we go. That is my Euroball roundup. Sorry, Jock, you missed a lot of it. I'll put it on YouTube. You can have a nose if you want. It wasn't amazingly interesting to you because you'll have already done it yourself. See you next time.